Today we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side of a right triangle. Let's imagine we have a right triangle. The height is 8 centimeters and the hypotenuse is 11 centimeters, but we do not know the length. I want you to find the missing length and round it to the nearest tenth. So in order to do this, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, which says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a is the length, b is the height, and c is the hypotenuse. So let's plug in what we do already know. We don't know the length of a, but we do know the height of b, which is 8. So we'll write 8 squared, and we'll set it equal to 11 squared, because we know that the hypotenuse is 11. Now, what does it mean for something to be squared? That's right, it means that it is multiplied by itself. So 8 squared is the same thing as 8 times 8, which is what? 64. Good job. Next we have 11 times 11, which is what? 121. Excellent. So let's set up a nice algebraic equation for ourselves so we can solve for the missing value. I'm going to write x for what we don't know. I'm going to put in 64 for 8 times 8, and I'm going to put in 121 for the 11 times 11. Now we can solve for x. Let's subtract 64 from both sides. This cancels out. 121 minus 64 is 57. Nice work. So x squared equals 57. Now, we want to get x completely by itself. We don't want that square lurking around. What do you think we can do about that? Yeah, we can take the square root of a square. And whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side as well. So the square root and the square cancel out, and we have x equals the square root of 57. Now, if we put the square root of 57 in our calculator, we will get a number that looks like this. 7.5498344, etc., etc., etc. Do you remember the directions that I said at the beginning of this video? I said to find the missing side and round it to the nearest tenth. Do you remember which place value the 10th place value is? That's right. It is this 0.5 here. The 5 is in the 10th place. That means that we're going to look at the next digit over to determine how to round. The next digit we have is 4. 4 is less than 5. So we're going to keep our answer at 7.5. And we want to put our unit measurement, which is centimeters. And there we have our answer. If you want to go back and check your work, you can do 8 squared plus 7.5 squared. And that should give you a very similar answer to 11 squared. It won't be exactly 121 because we did round to the nearest tenth, but it will be very, very close. And that is an easy way to check your work and see that if we are rounding to the nearest tenth, the missing side is 7.5 centimeters. Great job, guys.